back to Morning Mayhem. This is the first episode of the season. We have a lot to talk about, but before we start talking, we're going to introduce ourselves. I'm Katie Simpson.
I'm Alexandria Smith.
I'm Trey Johnson.
So, with the new semester, there are a lot of new things, but first we're going to talk about the top 5 things these two freshmen learned after their first semester of college.
Well, sometimes you just can't take the JAG train. Let's see, don't take the JAG train. Make sure when you go to the CAF, don't go after 8:30 because it's just hectic. Let's see. Oh, be sure you get to know your roommate. Make sure they're not crazy and a psychopath that's afraid of the dark and stuff like that.
Did this happen to you?
These are personal experiences. Be sure when you have your JAG bike, also make sure your JAG bike's safely on the ground and your feet on the pedals, and make sure the pedals are on your JAG bike so that when you go up a hill, it doesn't just collapse and you just fall down and embarrass yourself in front of everybody.
I got something to say about the JAG.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Alex?
I learned that, to me, my classes are really easy. I learned that, like, what people say about, like, college being, like, incredibly hard, I don't think that's true. I learned that the CAF can be really fun. It's a great place to hang out.
Yeah. When you have unlimited meals, it is.
We have unlimited meals. Let's see. I learned that even though there are like 15,000 people here, you see like the same 10 people all the time.
That is so true. That is so true.
I learned a lot of stuff. I can't really narrow it down. It's just a lot of great experiences, some not so great.
Aww.
Hear it so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, well, I'm sure everybody's heard there are a lot of a few new food places on campus. And I'm really excited because there's Chick-fil-A, and even though I can't really eat it myself, a lot of people have had great experiences with them, right, Trey?
Yes, I have. This is funny. So, I'll go to Chick-fil-A this morning it's about 9 o'clock, right after class, and I order my food, and it's like 20 minutes to my class, so, I don't know, for some dumb reason, I order my food and I head home and sit down and eat. And I open my box expecting to have chicken nuggets, and it's freaking tots. And so I have tots and fries. So that's like a whole potato. And so I have all this potato and no meat. And of course, I'm mad, but I can't do nothing about it because I had to go to class. So you may have got away with it, but I'm going to get you.
I like the food places because they open up a lot of jobs. I need a job. I applied there, and I'm still waiting to hear back or whatever. But, I mean, that's the main reason why I like it. Because, to be honest, I don't really like Chick-fil-A. I don't. So, I know people think I'm insane, but
People like me wish I could eat Chick-fil-A, and you're just throwing it away.
Katie has issues with Chick-fil-A. Would you like to let everyone know?
No.
Oh, she doesn't.
No, I'm allergic to nuts.
Almost everything?
Yeah, I'm allergic to a lot of things, but mainly nuts, and they use peanut oil when they cook, so I can't eat Chick-fil-A.
No pun intended.
What?
No.
Where was the pun in there?
I don't know.
Gotcha. The violence on campus. Wow. I personally kind of don't care, but I haven't told. Like, to be honest, I really don't. Like, I'm concerned about the victims, and I think that the perpetrators should be brought to justice, but, like, people throw, like, little hissy fits. They're like, somebody was robbed, and I'm like, people get robbed, like, every 0.5 seconds in the real world. Like, grow up, this happens.
I mean, first
like,
of all,
just make yourself safe, you know?
You should be hanging in groups anyway. I mean, you shouldn't go put the places by
Those girls
yourselves.
that walk around campus at 11 o'clock at night, like, you just don't do that.
Not by yourself.
Like, not by themselves. Not by
like
yourself.
Leaving you When I'm like, oh, bye, Alex, I'm gonna walk back to my room. I'm by myself from the deltas to the betas. Like
I don't like it. I wouldn't do that.
And if you do choose to walk by yourself and you're a female, make sure you have like a nun's outfit because no one will mess with you then. Just saying.
Okay.
Wow. So, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'm pretty sure most of you guys smoke, and it's like, it's okay to smoke, but there are designated areas to smoke in. And one of the most annoying things
In other words, don't blow smoke in my face when I'm walking to class. I'm so serious about that. That like, I'm walking, having a good day, sun is shining, yay, gonna go to class, gonna learn some stuff. My smoke is in your face, now you have cancer. No, that is not cool. That is not okay. Stop doing it. Blow it like in the direction the wind is going, or go sit somewhere else.
I think, like, I can admit wind is a big factor when it comes to cigarette smoke. Like, wind, like, it's a factor, but I don't know. I think more people should be courteous of others when they're smoking.
And the 25 feet away from the building is not enough. It should be more. It should be at least 50 because the smoke travels with the wind, like Katie was saying.
And some people have asthma. Just saying.
Just saying.
A lot of people.
Because I do. Can't even breathe right now.
Do you need help, sweetheart? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just joking.
Well, then, we're going to go to a break after this.
So, are you going out tonight?
I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work.
That's so gay.
Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia.
Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia?
Well, you know, when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
You don't have to deliver 15 tons of food to the hungry.
You can start with 10 ounces.
You don't have to dedicate your life to saving lives.
You just dedicate 15 minutes.
The men and women of America's Navy do some amazing things to make the world a better place. But then again...
Do you like this top? It's so gay. Really? Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Was due, like, the beginning of September before anything even started yet. I think we had like 1 or 2 football games before then. And like the basketball season had like nothing had started yet. So I think I got like a 5 on that assignment because I think I went to like 1 event.
I went with you to that event.
Yeah, we went to like a soccer game, and that was like the only one I could go to because that was all that was going on really.
You should definitely move on because I failed that class, sadly.
Well,
I didn't. I still got an A.
I'm sure most of you guys have used a JAG Tran at one point or another while being on this campus. JAG Trans suck. That's all I'm going to say. Trey and I have been on a JAG Tran, and there's this one guy, I'm not going to say any names or say any destinations where he goes or comes from, if he comes from UConn. I'm not going to say that or not. But he was very rude, and when we get on the JAG Tran, he is like, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to finish my salad first. And I was like, oh, it's cool, man. I understand that.
Granted, he didn't eat the salad. He didn't eat it because he was kind of a hefty guy. But just saying.
Well, like, granted, I can understand, like, you have a lunch break, and maybe it wasn't long enough. You're going to eat a salad. But if you're going to eat it lettuce by lettuce and get an attitude to me when I walk on the bus, that's not how, I don't know. I think it should be more dependable. And then we were late getting back to the studio that day because of that one moment. He spent 30 minutes eating a salad.
It's ridiculous. But
I hate when I'm on a JAG Tran. I don't ride them that often, but I hate when I am when it's full and it's like a good 5 guys sitting down and it's a bunch of girls standing up. And I'm like, did your mom not teach you any manners? Like, I get so mad. And this one guy, I think it was like somebody he knew was like a girl came on the Jag train. He was sitting down. Somebody he knew said, "Hey, are you gonna like get up? Let her sit down." He looked up at the girl and kept playing on his phone. I was like, "Are we serious right now? Are we doing this?" I was so upset.
If you've ever ridden on a Jag train from the Grove, like probably from 8 to 9 in the morning, you know how crowded it can get. I've had many encounters where I'm getting on at the Grove and there's a big group of people, and by the time like everybody from the Grove gets on, the entire bus is filled with people not only sitting down but standing up from the back to like kind of down the stairs a little, and I'm like, how is anybody else gonna get on? Because they're all going to the same destination. So I don't really think they're needed in most places. Like I don't think you need a Jag train stop to go from the CAF to the Deltas. I feel like you should walk from there.
But I mean, that's not what they're for.
There are some people who actually, like with me, I live right next to the Jag train stop by the CAF. So if I'm walking, let's say I'm going to UCOM or something like that, correction. Usually I have my first class in ILB, so it's really far away. So I take the Jag train out to the student center, walk to ILB, come back. I'm tired. I can take the Jag train all the way back to my place and just get off and go to my room. So it's convenient for me. It's just not for some other people.
Yeah, it has its perks, but there are some little kinks that need to be worked out.
There are a lot of kinks that need to be worked out.
I just think it would be better if everyone would just either walk or take the Jag train and not try to drive everywhere. Then it would be more reliable for everyone else.
Yeah, because the parking sucks. Parking's like. I had to circle around the student center.
Yeah. Like
I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday. It was more than 3 times. It was a good 5 times. And I ended up parking in Humanities. And even then I had to circle around a couple of times to find a parking spot over there. And I mean, it's kind of like something you can't avoid, really. Because I mean, when you have like 15,000 students and like a good majority of them have to use their car to get places, but that is kind of off-putting.
I think one of the biggest problems I transferred from UAB, as a lot of people have known, and one of the biggest problems I have encountered is maintenance here. Because when I moved in, a door in my bathroom was broken, a door to a closet of mine was broken. There were numerous broken things in my room when I moved in, and they are still broken. And me and Alex and I have actually had to fix a door in our room because we were like, if we call it maintenance, it's gonna be broke by the time we move out. So
they're not gonna fix it.
I do have to agree. My auntie, I have to disagree in some instances because my aunt and my grandma went on. I guess they called the school and emailed them and just hackled them until they fixed the problem that was in my room, which was the paint. So they came the next morning and fixed like 8 a.m. to paint my room.
But they had to hackle them and like call them a lot. Like if you have to go through that much trouble,
that's true.
That's unreliable service. We have to card into a door, and I don't think that's fun.
No, it's not fun.
So
I think it's is it time for a break?
Yes.
Well,
no, it's not actually.
We'll be right back.
We can go to a break.
We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Check out this chef, right?
That's so gay. That's really gay.
Dude, look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, and this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
RBIs and 36 homers. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it deep back into the stand.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
How to be a wingman. Trey's version of being a wingman is?
I'm so hungry and then I'm tired. I've been working and I just want to go sit down and eat. Oh, was I supposed to help you with the wingman? Oh, my bad, Katie.
See, that has actually happened to us. And was one instance, it wasn't Trey, it was actually another friend of mine. And I was sitting down and I called over this very attractive young gentleman. And I was like, I'm sitting across from my friend Josh. And I was like, hey, Josh, don't you need a slushie? And he was like, no, not really. And I'm like, Josh, don't you need a slushie? And I feel like instances like that should not happen, especially in college.
That's not being. He was just not being a good friend. Like just go away. I'm trying to do something.
The way Katie works, I mean, it's spontaneous. You just don't know what's going to happen. So when she says, "Don't you want a slushie?" I'm like, "Well, you want me to get you a slushie?" Or, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about dating or dating a slushie. I mean, sorry.
Wow. Well, a new TV show is coming on to TV, and it is Jag Idol.
For all you wondrous singers
people
out there.
And so I want to see how everybody, if you could go on Jag Idol, what would you sing? Or sing a little bit of it.
I would sing Cold War by Janelle Monáe, because she's just such an inspirational person. This is a cold war, do you know what you're fighting for? This is a cold war. Oh, wow. Do you know what you're fighting for?
That was wonderful.
I missed that note, but.
Well, I mean, I like to pretend that I can sing, but I know I can't, so I'm not going to do what Trey just did. But, I don't know what I would sing, but I feel like whatever a person does pick to sing when they go on shows like that, they should sing a song that's personal to them, that they know that they like can put emotion in. Because if you just go up there and sing a song that
Pants on the ground?
Yeah, like just like a generic song, you're not going to be able to showcase your talent in a way that the judges would like to see. So sing something that means something to you, something that you've practiced. Like, don't go singing a song that you heard once on the radio and you kind of know the words, don't know the keys and the pitches at all.
But every other word that you're singing is, it's like, sunshine on a cloud, and please be on beat.
Oh,
please.
God, yes.
I have struggled with not being on beat for like over the majority, like the 16 of my 19 years of life. I've struggled, but I overcame it, and you can too.
Actually, it's a good method. I was in chorus for 2 years, and they taught us to tap your feet, and that helps you keep up with the beat.
Doesn't help me.
You know what? Speaking of like good singing and good singers, something really bad happened today. Etta James died, y'all. Like she, at last, like that song.
I'm
so
sure all
beautiful.
of you guys
sung it beautifully.
Yeah.
Sung it
right
beautifully. Well, a lot of people know that Beyonce sung that at Obama's inauguration, and she did good. But
she also played Etta James version because the catalog records version, like you're mentioning, it's okay. But like when you hear Etta James come in, she's just like.
Because she has much more, like, Beyonce is like a pop singer. Like, Etta James was a true R&B soul singer, so her soul came out. Yeah.
Like,
but, I mean, Beyonce's, I would have to disagree. Beyonce is the mess. I mean, she's the junk. She can do 10 times more than what Etta James.
She named her baby Blue Ivy.
I have no respect for her.
Okay, that's her on a
to be completely
entertainment
honest.
level, she's just amazing. Like, her vocal acrobatics are phenomenal.
But I did hear the baby sing for the first time.
And Glory is such a pretty song. Have y'all heard that song Jay-Z made about the baby? That is, even though I don't agree with their name choice, he really loves that child.
The baby is the youngest person to ever be on the Billboard Top 100.
Yeah, that is true.
She was a few hours old.
I mean, I think Blue Ivy is a better name than like
7.
Or Apple. Nicole Kidman named her daughter Apple.
No joke, when I was little, I wanted to name my child with Apple. I was dead set on naming my
child
with
Now, on
to
study tips, because Katie has obviously lost her mind. A lot of people have last semester didn't do as well as they wanted to.
Yep.
I'm not one of them. 3.8.
Oh.
Anyway.
And this is why we put our jerks in the middle.
Conceited people go in the middle.
I'm a diva. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a diva. But
she asked for hair and makeup.
I did, and I did not receive it.
She walked in and demanded it. People.
I
she didn't
asked.
ask her. She was like, I don't know.
But yeah, study tips. That thing they say about 3 hours for each time, like each hour you spend in class, like know how long you need to study. Like there are some classes, yes, you're gonna need the extra study time. Some classes, no. If you're good in math, you don't need to sit there and spend 3 hours of your life studying stuff you already know. Like, for instance, I'm good in history. I did not spend 3 hours studying for history. I made, like, the lowest grade I made on a test in that class was 92. And I barely studied for it because I know history. Chemistry, I'm taking this semester, completely different story. The first day I had that class, like, I read, like, for a good 2 hours. And I'm, like, as soon as I leave here, I'm probably going to read again for, like, another 2 hours. Because I'm not good at chemistry. I know that I need that time. So know what you need to do. Know how you study. Know what kind of listener you are. That is really important. For people who don't know these things, that CAS 100 class would be great for you. Like, that is a great class for people who don't know how to do those things. For people that do it. Like, don't just sit around and, like, I'm going to go party. I'm going to go, I'll study later. Don't study later. You have time now. Study now. This is a college campus. Parties are going to be going on 24/7. You can go to one tomorrow. Trust me. So, yeah.
Speaking of a college campus, we all know everybody here is broke. Yes, unless your parents are rich, then you are still broke. My mom taught me that the very hard way. I was like, we're rich. She said, no, I am rich. Complete difference, people. So we have a few kind of secrets to how we save money. I shop at Target. I love it. That's my home. When she asked me, she's like, oh, that's a cute jacket. I'm like, yeah,
she
get it from
buys
Target, $14. Like, Target is a lifesaver. And Walmart, like, and Sam's Club.
And actually, JCPenney's as well. They usually have, like, when you walk in, they have, like, racks where everything's marked down. So that's where I usually get my pants or quick shirts or whatnot. And sometimes, if you go in the mall, if you're desperate for shopping in the mall, Aeropostale usually has, like, different things that are cheaper for you.
I think one of my favorite things is don't be afraid to ask for a sale or a clearance, or just don't be afraid to ask someone, like, can I get that marked down? I'm the biggest bargainer you will ever meet. I went to Jamaica and got a lot of stuff for under half the price. Don't be afraid to ask, because most of the time you're like, yeah, okay. But if they say no, just be like, please, I'm poor. And they're like, oh, you're so cute.
My money tips are the flea market here. It's open Saturdays and Sundays. I love the flea market here. And
lots of cigarette smoke.
And the fact that, yeah, you can go and get whatever you need, and there's like money out there. There's so much money out there. FAFSA just opened up for you to get your
refunds?
Yeah, not refunds. You can reapply for FAFSA. So yeah, just get on top of all of that and work hard so you can get scholarships.
Well, that's all we have. That's all the time we have for today.
Mardi Gras, people.
Mardi Gras.
It's coming up. It's coming Biggest party in the world.
School's closing down in Mobile. I'm Trey Johnson.
Be prepared. I'm Alexandria Smith.
And I'm Katie Simpson. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, like Jag TV on Facebook, so we know what you're watching and I'm not talking to a blank TV.
And go to Mardi Gras.
And thanks for watching Morning Mayhem.